say on it?
It says yes. What did I hit?
We got the directional pass, so you see it no.
Yeah. How you down? Oh, hit it down here. Oh.
This is the directional pass.
Okay, there you go.
Down. Hit okay.
Hit okay.
Alright.
Now,
And then press that. Camera button.
this one there.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, now,
And then start. You see it record? Yeah, be careful. This is barely.
yeah. See, record.
Shalom, Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of the great millstone, peace and blessings, to the Akim, let's preach the word in all truth and sincerity. For the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy America's downfall, which America, with the Bible, is the daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. We're here to fish for the elect of our people of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man is Esau, Edom, the Bible, and the MOTV, which is also known as the Judas, or the C is the implantable device that will go either in your hands or your forehead, according to Revelation 13:16. And as Brother C taught a lesson, the Lord will enter into judgment. Because this place, that's what's needed here in America, man, because pride is at an all-time high. We see that the wicked is waxing worse and worse. Start with Isaiah 13. I'm going to work for you. Because the Lord, as it's written, the scripture saying, the Lord is angry with the wicked every day.
Right? You said Isaiah 13:16?
Verse 6.
It's verse 6. It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6. How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Right. So that's the day of the Lord, destruction. You go to Amos 5:18. The Christians teach that the day of the Lord is about, happy and peace and roses and chocolates.
It's Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light.
Right. So woe means definitely the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Because I know Yahweh shall come back. The chariots of Israel, the so-called UFOs, is going to block out, the sun and stuff. And the only thing that the missiles going to come destroy this place. The ICBM missiles, also known as the arrows in the scriptures. And leading up before the ultimate destruction is going to be the plagues of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 37. Because we want these plagues to come because it's part of prophecy, man. And the scripture says, among my people I found wicked men. Jacob's all about committing adultery, sleeping with another man's woman, or a woman that's married to a man sleeping outside with another man. All about death, robbery.
Alphabet community.
Jake just got a dark black spirit on him.
Yeah.
He just looked just evil. Just Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah. You know, so we enter into some times, man, where no other day was like this day, like this time. You know, because no other time in history, in our history, that went through harsh captivity can be compared to the times that we come into. You know, because we had to set 70 AD, Rome besieged Jerusalem. You know, when Titus and his son, Vespasian and his son Titus had sacked Jerusalem. You know, and which caused the diaspora, the southern kingdom, to be scattered throughout the interiors of Africa, Asia, and Europe. You know, and during that time, our people was committing cannibalism during that time, man, because it was blocking the food from coming in. You know, during the Babylonian Empire, it was a famine during the Babylonian Empire.
It was like a form of an embargo.
Yep.
It was like you said, it was an orchestrated famine because they set a gate around our city that prohibit things from coming in and things from going out. So that's what Esau's finna do here in Babylon the Great. He's gonna do something. He's doing things that's preventing the full storehouses to be sown. He's preventing goods and services to being available at the stores. He's causing inflation. Cost of living is going high. You know, and all these different financial woes people are experiencing. Esau is strategically doing it. You know, meanwhile, you're watching Javante Davis, you know, spring, people going on vacations, you know, all while you being deceived with bread and circus. Your enemy is in the dark, sharpening his sword up against you.
To add on, Esau destroying all these food processors.
Because he's, of course, here at the front.
And to add on, Esau is destroying all these food processing centers, man. These fires and stuff.
Right.
You know, so that's orchestrated, man.
Yep.
You know, to bring in that famine. You know, because the scriptures talking about cannibalism and famine, man. This is part of the plagues of Jacob's trouble. Oh.
All right, this is Daniel.
And it says, and he shall be saved out of it, and that's the elect of Israel. You know, because the scriptures say no plague shall come down that dwelling. You know, in Psalms 91. So that only applies to the elect of Israel, man. They're going to see the war of the wicked being destroyed and cut off as the grass, man.
Right.
You know?
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
And that time is Jacob's trouble. You know, the time that we enter into very soon. You know, and Michael is the archangel, the top archangel under our Lord Yahweh. You know, that's going to be help delivering the elect in Jacob's trouble, because it's going to get so bad that the Lord will have to send Michael the archangel to grant that hedge protection on the elect.
Right. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Right. The ones that's written in the book of life, that's the elect. You know? So, the only bad times is coming here, man. You know, as it's written, keep it on Isaiah 48:22.
I want to grab the piece. This is 1 Timothy 3:1. It's like 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yep, perilous means dangerous times. Also known as Jacob's trouble.
You say Isaiah?
48:22.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. It says, there is no peace, saith Yahweh, unto the wicked.
Yeah, so ain't no peace coming here, man. You know, and they shall say peace and safety, and the sun of the church shall fall upon them. You know, because they saying that it's a form of peace and safety by saying that there's jobs out here. Why is it hard for brothers to get jobs now? You know, why is it inflation? Why are these stores closing now? You know, why? Because this is all orchestrated from the least to Esau the wicked, man. They want people in distress and chaos just so they can submit unto them.
Right.
You know?
It's Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day.
Right. Because even King Solomon said that there's a generation that is prideful, lofty in their eyes. You know, Proverbs 30.
It says, for the day of Yahweh of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, he shall be brought low. And that's deserved here, man, because that's what you see. You got people lifted up. You got people full of pride, the pride of life, right? You know, and people just really fully trust in the system. They trust in oppression. You know, here it is. People are experiencing unprecedented financial crisis, man. You know, it's getting very hard for people to make ends meet. You know, especially here in California. You know, the housing prices, the rental prices, is so high to where people got to get 2 or 3 jobs, and that causes stress and chaos in the household, man.
Yeah, I was watching the video yesterday. It was saying that it's an LA County exodus right now. People are leaving LA. LA County is the largest county in the world. In America, I say. And a lot of people was leaving because it's so damn high here, man.
Right.
You know, for one bedroom, it's like $1,500, $1,575, $1,600 for one bedroom, and it'd be small on top of that. You know, a studio would be $1,500.
Yeah, they say the median for a 1 bedroom in Los Angeles is a little over $1,700. And then, you know, you paying, you know, a lot of money to rent a space, right? And you got to still worry about crime. You know, there's an uptick of strong armed robberies. You know, we witnessed one at camp, you know, a couple of weeks ago. Somebody got their phone snatched. And that's actually happening all throughout LA. And then on top of the high gas, the food, you got all these different things that's happening here in the largest county in Babylon the Great. But, you know, LA, this is going to be one of the major places that the Lord going to allow Esau to get busy, man. It's a lot of wickedness. This is Sodom, man.
Because a lot of these, you know, these movies get inspiration from LA. Grand Theft Auto 5. That's inspired by LA.
And then when these heathens from these other countries, when they think about America, they're not thinking about Iowa, you know, Oregon. They're thinking about LA, they're thinking about New York, they're thinking about maybe Texas, Vegas, they're thinking about Miami,
Chicago, Detroit,
maybe Chicago,
maybe.
You know, Washington, D.C. You know, this is one of the major places that Esau sends out that influence, you know.
And gang culture is highly concentrated here too. So you know, a lot of wickedness is influenced in here in California. I got that piece. Proverbs 30 and verse 13. There's a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up.
That's this generation. That's this generation. So that's what you see. You know, a lot of people just full of pride, lifted up. They believe and trust in the American system, and the Lord is going to destroy it. Period. The Lord not dealing with patriotic Edomites. The Lord not dealing with individuals that trust in the Democratic parties, the Republican parties. You know, you trust in the military. The Lord is finna humble all that here. He's destroying the financial system. The Lord is going to bring down the haughtiness of all men. If you ain't repented and converted and came in the truth, ultimately, if you're not of the elect, the Lord is going to bring down.
I put on your website, it doesn't give you a date, time, and fellowship.
Yeah, we don't have a website.
I get you to okay, you can fly out, no more.
Yeah, you probably went to somebody else. You probably went to someone else. We don't.
Are you guys on 54th and Webster?
Nope.
Oh, okay,
yeah. That's somebody else. Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
verse 12. Proverbs 30 and 12. There's a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthy.
Yeah, you have that in this society right now. You have this culture where there's no right or wrong answer. You know, you have people living out their own truths. You know, you have people, you know, whatever you want to live by, that's what you hold to. Where the Bible gives you a standard. The Bible gives us manners and customs, do's and don'ts, what's lawful and what's ungodly, you know, what's wicked and what's evil. Right?
Yeah, because the scriptures, talking about that, the elect is going to be able to discern between the unjust and the just. And like you said, you don't see this in the society. You know, everybody is right in their own eyes. As scripture says, there's a fool that is wise in his own conceit. You know, so that's what you see here, man. You know, and that's why the Lord will bring judgment upon this place, because there is no fear of the Lord here. The fear of the Lord brings in respect. You know, like you said, manners and customs, treating your brother the correct way. Even the heathens, treating them, you know, even though we don't give a fuck about heathens, but we're not no niggas though.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a particular way how you govern yourself.
2 Timothy 3. That's perfect.
17. I was just there. This motherfucker in this car wants to talk so loud. Damn heat. All right, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Yeah. And all those evil spirits are in America. Lovers of themselves, all you see that's all you see on social media.
Yeah.
Women shaking their ass. Even though if the video is titled something else, like cooking or something, their whoredom is disguised in the video of them cooking.
Yeah.
You know?
And the Lord's so bad, man, that he's putting the spirit on these people to upload all these behaviors.
Yeah.
Once again, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. You see people, they'll just be on live all day, showing their life, you know, doing this, doing that.
Get money from people.
Yep.
And really, but really, right now, during these days, these last times, the Most High is literally trying to get every word in the Bible to come out. So you're starting to see all kinds of things.
Right.
Because he said, my word will not come back void.
Yeah.
So everything that he describes in there is going to come out in these last days. Get them all in.
And these character traits that we reading about in this chapter that's on these people, it's a sign that it's, number one, the last days, and it's perilous times. All right? Destruction, a time full of destruction. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Disobedient to parents. That's like Pastor Barr made a lesson one time. That's talking about your spiritual parents and the truth. The apostles.
Yep.
A lot of men come up against the apostles, the one that taught them the truth.
Yep.
Well, you can also apply it to your actual parents too.
Yeah, because there's videos of kids saying all kind of crazy shit to their parents.
I want to kill my grandma.
Oh, there's a song like that.
Movies coming out. Every movie now they making, you know, they got some kind of thing going. Insurance money.
And all that was going on during time of Noah.
It says, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. You got a generation of people that hate the truth. Because we would be classified under those that are good. We out here, the Lord put the spirit on us to come out and push this information. It's true. But you got people that despise this, you know? You got people that mock and scorn. It's a car right here, and you was just saying, read louder. And it's a damn Edomite. This word ain't for you.
Yeah, Yahushua ignored you, Herod.
Yeah.
When Yahushua was in the president of Herod, he ignored his ass. Because it ain't for you.
Yeah.
Because Herod wanted a miracle from Yahushua.
Yeah.
It ain't for you. You Edomite.
Yeah.
Why would I go all out for someone that's already know that's wicked? You know, and it's good to say, you know, you always quote it all the time. film with the snake that they can't hear. Oh, the death
Yeah,
arrow that
stop it to hear, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right, it says traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. And that's a whole culture in itself. Lovers of pleasures, man. You know, whether you indulge in fashion, whether you indulge in eating, whether you find pleasure in, you know, just doing all kind of manner of wickedness, people upload that behavior on the internet. And once again, the Lord is so cold, we're able to go all throughout the world and see wickedness, man. You know? I mean, Babylon the Great, this is the mother of harlots. This is the origin of that harlot, you know, spirit. But you can go and see people posting stuff that's from India. They doing the same shit these bitches doing over here.
Hey, Ezekiel 8 and 8, I think that's what it says. It's going to be a wall, and you're going to be able to look into that wall and see all the abominations and the wickedness done by my people. Something like
So
that.
the Lord, man, with this internet, he did a great job, man, because we can see all kind of madness, right? It says having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
That applies to Israelite camps that's pushing false doctrine.
Yeah.
They had the appearance of being godly, the garments, the armbands.
They were shaking their fists and shit and shouting.
Austere.
You know?
But when you go into the doctrine, they go off.
Yep.
They don't teach about the MOTB, which that's a future prophecy that's about to come.
Yep.
You know, they talk about Edomites. Some Israelite camps. Edomites can be saved. There's mermaids. Yahweh Shai didn't do no miracles.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
They have a form of godliness because they do teach our people the truth, but not the 100% truth. There's flaws in their doctrine.
And the Lord is dealing with 100% truth, man. He's not dealing with half truths and a little bit of truth. He's dealing with 100% truth.
Yeah, John 4 and 20.
Like Apostle Paul said,
John 4 and 24 talks about
to
that.
declare the gospel.
We're not taking questions right now. All right. So this is John chapter 7, verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. So the men that was with the Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, Yahweh Shai not only gave them the name, he gave them everything that was given unto him. So that's 100% true. And when we get these Edomites that come up, we just abhor them.
And he shall flee.
And he shall flee. And that was prideful.
Yeah, exactly.
We told him we're not taking questions right now.
You're going to hear it anyway.
That's pride.
You motherfuckers talk all the fucking time.
You know, shut the...
Yeah.
You know, it's time for the Israelites to be heard, man.
Right? It's time for the words
You're
of
gonna
this
hear.
book to
You're
be
gonna
heard.
hear it anyway. Hey, that's why Wadi Al-Bashim outside for the experience that He's allowed us to experience out here on the highways and the byways. We're able to deal with the spiritual demon Satan. We're able to deal with these people who are gainsayers and secret scoffers and people who are unbelievers.
And we don't gotta answer.
Yeah. Our job is to prophesy unto the children of Israel and to the nation. We ain't gotta ask no questions. We don't gotta do none of that, man.
Show Israel their transgression.
That's the Lord giving us power, man.
Yeah.
You know, because at the job, we got to submit unto these devils. You know, we got to make sure you say hi. Like on the highways, byways, we don't got to say hi.
Yeah. We just reject you.
Y'all already reject us already, but y'all cover y'all hatred by deceit.
Man. And he hated us, man.
He hated us. I love you guys. That's how you know.
No,
I was gonna say no, you don't. I was
know
gonna say that too.
that he lying, right? Because he talking.
Yeah.
You gonna say I love you guys?
Man, love have no ill for it.
Okay.
Yeah. But we went into John 17 just to lay the foundation that the Lord has given the disciples, which will represent the elect. All, as it says in the 7th verse, now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee.
Because the Heavenly Father Yahweh handpicked the elect and gave them to Yahweh Shai. You know? So So everything is sanctioned by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Everything. You know.
All mine are thine,
Yep.
and all thine are mine.
And he was an Edomite, man.
Yeah, I was eating.
You know,
Yeah, that was straight.
the Lord gave us the ultimate way to discern the spirit.
Radar, yeah.
Right? And it's ye shall know a tree
By its fruit.
Can we get that real quick?
A tree shall be
You
known
know
by
its fruit. I think it's like Matthew 7.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Matthew
And
7.
he started to beware of false prophets.
Matthew 7:15 says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves."
So the Lord is giving us wisdom on how to discern people, right? So he told us beware of false prophets, right?
Verse 16.
Now, he said that come in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they're ravening wolves. So you're going to have false prophets that come out saying that you're Israelite. They got the garments on, they got the headbands. They might even say the names, you know? But inwardly, they're raven wolves. They're devouring the sheep by teaching false doctrine, which makes them a false prophet. You know, so they have a hidden agenda. Now the Lord is cold because you have two types of false prophets. You have false prophets that are leading the people astray ignorantly,
Right.
you know, because you can be ignorantly leading the flock astray. Not that you're trying to do it, but the Lord just didn't open your eyes up to the script, so you leading the people astray, right?
The pastors.
Like pastors, right? Some of them is paid off, but then you have some that have ulterior motives. They paid off, and they were hired to teach a doctrine to lead the flock astray. So
They call Judas goats.
Judas goats, or they're outwardly sheep. Got the sheep's clothing, right? They come with the covering of the sheep, which is the, you know, you're an Israelite, you know, keep the commandments.
Right.
But then inwardly,
Wolves.
they're wolves. Wolves devour sheep. And when you teach a false doctrine, you're in a position of having the sheep devoured. So you're like a wolf. You're like a raven and wolf.
Fucking out like over there. Mike was up and off there.
Yeah. Biting the flesh off.
Yeah.
Verse 16. You shall know them by their fruit.
Now the fruits, that's the actions, that's the behaviors, that's the works. You know, that's what that person yields forth.
It says, do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
Now when you go and grab grapes don't have thorns on them like a rose bush.
Right.
They don't have thorns on them. When you grab figs, the same way. You know, you don't get figs from a rose bush, you know, that got these different things that prick your skin. So there's identifiers on trees according to what it yields for. You know? So a man isn't gonna go grab an apple from out of a rose bush, pluck it off a rose bush. Apples don't grow on thorns, man.
Right.
You know?
It says, verse 17, even so, every good tree bring forth good fruit.
So a good tree, which is a person that's of the elect, they'll bring forth good fruit, right? They're going to believe in the doctrine. They're going to believe in the names. They're going to believe in the prophecies. They're going to speak on one accord with other believers, you know? Because it's a body. The elect is a body.
Exactly.
Right? They're gonna commonly believe that the RFID micro C hip is the MOTB. All right, those are good fruits growing on the tree. You know, they're gonna believe that Esau is the so-called white man. You know, they're gonna believe in the chariots of Israel. That's how the elect is getting beamed up out of here. They're gonna believe that the Lord is in control of all things. There's no such thing as free will. Those are good fruits that grow on a man of the Lord.
They're gonna worship. I mean, they're gonna observe the Sabbath days and the righteous acts. They're gonna
the best they
perform
can.
the righteous acts.
They'll be out here on the highways and the byways, teaching and preaching the truth and righteousness and sincerity, rightly dividing the word and truth. Those are good fruits. Right?
Yeah, they're going to be in accord with all the other believers.
Right. Yeah.
It says, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
Now, a corrupt tree is a wicked person. For example, the Lord said, outwardly they got sheep's skin, but inwardly they're wavering wolves. That's a corrupt tree right there. A person that's not of the elect, they're going to bring forth evil fruit. Which evil fruit will be false doctrine. That's evil fruit for you to, digest or get the understanding. Yeah, that's evil fruit. You don't roll. This not no drive-through ministry where you can just pull your car up and say, "Hey, read a little louder."
Yeah, like.
And then you right when you was about to leave, what did he say?
You said you're going to hear it anyway.
Hey, I got a question. And I said,
Yeah.
he said, in the spirit, we're not taking questions right now.
Yeah.
He said, well, you're going to hear it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Scriptures speak about the pride in Esau. The fruit that grow on the trees of the Edomites is pride. That's one of them. Being vile, that's another. Evil, wicked, deceivers. Back, like you quoted. They hide their what?
Hatred.
They hide their hatred with deceit. Those are trees that grow on.
I love you guys. Look, I love you guys.
Yeah, that's a fruit that grow on trees.
Taking the world will fall for that.
That's the hatred right there.
You can just tell it wasn't sincere at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I love you guys.
Got black glasses on. Just go down the street, buddy.
Hey, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're gonna hear it anyway.
Then you can turn around and do that, right?
It says, verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
Now, a good tree, a man of the Lord, someone that's of the elect, cannot bring forth evil fruit. Why? Because the Lord has programmed them to do the things necessary for them to have salvation. Now, it is written, a righteous man falleth 7 times but get up again. Now, the reason why a righteous man will fall is because the Lord has made the creature subject unto vanity. Right? And it's for the purpose of us needing a Savior. For needing Yahweh.
If we was all perfect, like you said, we won't need Yahweh. We won't be in that contrite spirit.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord make us mess up. Just so we can feel remorseful, so we can, yield to the Lord more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And be sincere.
Yeah.
Right. And have experience too, man, because some things that you go off on, you gain experience by it, and you can teach other brothers like, nah, I don't do that, bro. I did that.
Yep.
I did that. That ain't the way, bro.
That ain't the way,
That's not wise, bro. I felt like that before. I went off like that before, so don't do that, bro.
That's why Apostle say experience is the best teacher.
The father of skill.
Right. Shalom to the
Repetition
Akhir.
is the father of skill.
It says, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Yeah, so a corrupt tree, whether it's a wicked Jake, whether it's a Edomite, whether it's a nation, a wicked tree, let's say corrupt tree, a corrupt tree can't bring forth good fruit. Although they can try to hide it, eventually it's going to come out. Eventually we're going to see the fruit on that tree, and we're going to be able to discern what kind of tree is it. And there's only 2 types of trees. There's no gray areas with the Lord. Whether you are either a good tree or a corrupt tree. That's it. Ain't no. It got a few good apples on it. No. Either you're a good tree or you're a corrupt tree. Either you of the elect or you not.
Yeah, because our language is direct. There's no maybes or probably. Nah, it's either, like y'all was trying to say the best. Either let your yay be nay.
Yep.
Either yes or no.
See the sheep or goat.
Yeah. It says, verse 19, every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Yeah, so every tree that ain't coming in the vibration of righteousness, they're going to get destroyed.
Lee John the Baptist said the same thing.
Yeah. Matthew 4th chapter.
Matthew 3, Matthew, this is John the Baptist speaking. Matthew 3 and 10. And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
And so if you're not bringing forth good fruit, you won't get destroyed.
The scripture says the wages of sin is death. Let's get that. So if you're sinning, which will be evil fruit, evil deeds, then
What you're gonna get recompensed is death. That's why the black community is suffering so bad, because what they do, the wages, the stuff that they yield forth, the stuff that grows on the trees of the black community is all death.
gang banging.
Yeah.
I never liked that shit. I'm glad, my brother and I, we didn't grow up in that shit. We grew up around that, but wasn't in that shit. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh is eternal life through Yahweh Mashiach our Lord.
And what's the gift? The gift starts off with the faith, man. Believing. Believing in Yahweh Shai. Because through the believing of Yahweh Shai, which is believing in the word, then you're now eligible for salvation. Right? This is back it up real quick here in James. This is James.
Romans 10, verse 17. So that faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh. So that's the first process of repenting. You got to hear the word first by the prophet. And then the Lord, everything is up to the Lord. The Lord accepts you, then He put the spell on you to repent. Come to truth.
When you hear the word, and then the Lord will put you out there and He put the spirit on you to believe it.
That'd be the Most High knocking.
Yeah. And through that word, you now have eligibility for salvation. This is James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthy and superfluity of naughtiness. And those are spirits that this world exalts and magnifies. Superfluity, all right, and filthiness. That they push those vibrations out, and they tell people that that's acceptable. So what it's saying here is lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness. Don't even deal with that. It says, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So this word, you got to receive it from someone. You're going to have someone out here teaching on the highways and the byways, and then you got to receive it. You got to believe it.
Yeah, because it says meekness. Because in order for you to listen to us, you gotta be meek.
You gotta be humble.
Yeah, as Yahweh said, you gotta be as a child.
And that's what we read here is characteristics of the elect. I got an ongoing, through the spirit, an ongoing saga going into this characteristics of the elect. And this is one of them. Once again, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness. The elect will lay all that stuff apart. They'll come out of that, and they ain't gonna be in that type of vibration. And receive with meekness. This Edomite, he first off, he didn't receive the word, and he wasn't meek. So he didn't have the characteristics of which we don't judge on the outward appearance. We go off the spirit, right? Right. And when we discern the spirit, we're looking at the fruit that you spiritually yield off of. So if you coming up saying read louder, or hey, I got a question, and we said we try your spirit, right? We try the spirit, or we ain't taking questions right now. Oh, well, you're gonna hear it anyway. You're not coming with meekness. You're not coming with meekness.
That's with like contention.
Yeah. He's coming prideful.
Yeah.
And look, if you really want to know something, you're supposed to keep thy foot in that soul.
That's one of the characteristics of the elect.
That's what I'm saying.
If he came to the spirit, he knew it all already.
Oh yeah. And I'm willing to bet, I can't confirm it, but he was in the car looking through his phone. I don't know if he was looking for a Bible verse. Maybe he was finna try to like bring it out right now.
You know what I'm saying?
But he was like kind of like with haste, like
You
going
know what
through
I'm
his
saying?
phone. You know? But see, at the end of the day, it's about teaching and preaching this truth for all righteousness and sincerity, pushing the vibration, pushing repentance, converting worship into true power. And then also when you out here in the elements, when you're amongst people, the Lord has given us sound wisdom in order to deal with people and situations, man. You know? You gotta use things like ignoring a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I wish I did that.
You know, you gotta try people's spirits.
He said not a word.
Yeah.
Yup.
Like a lamb
Yeah.
coming before the shears.
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing.
You know, it's another gift to use when you out here with these people, whether you at work, whether you with family members. Ignorance.
Yeah.
Can we get that one about David?
Oh
Using ignorance or playing a fool, that's actually a form of high level wisdom.
Yeah. Definitely supplanting, you know, on a high level.
Yeah, because aren't we rightfully named Jacob?
Yep.
You know? So Jacob in the Hebrew is Yaquah, which means supplant, which they call it finesse.
Yep.
You know, that's a spirit that's on us. Finesse somebody by playing a fool. But we don't do that in wickedness to get gain or anything like that. We use it in a way to be able. You gotta be in the world. You know. You may have to, be at work. You may work in a group setting. You may work in the office. You can't be Mr. Israelite at work. You know? So you're gonna have to be a supplanter, a finesser.
Any skill we get from the Bible is gonna be like a shield and a buckler.
Right.
Anything.
Here it is. You at work. It's holiday season. You gonna go around the whole office saying, "Yeah, that's wicked. All this stuff is wicked. Y'all doing it's wicked. I'm rebuking y'all. No, this is no. You gonna have to supplant.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's also a form of turning the other cheek.
Yeah. When them so-called Christmas parties come
It's a
around,
slap in the face.
that week, I'm drinking. I'm on a smoothie diet.
You know.
Drinking smoothie. I'm not eating. I'm
No.
taking smoothies all this week, or whatever you come up with. You know. Yeah. Scripture speak about discretion shall keep these things. Let me see if I can find that. This is Proverbs 1:1. It says the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instructions, to perceive the words of understanding. So a part of the truth is having wisdom and instructions and understanding. How to govern yourself and how to apply this wisdom. The Lord didn't give us this wisdom just to be at the house on a keyboard all day. You actually got to be out in the elements, and you got to be amongst scoffers. You got to be amongst people that's trying to deceive you. Somebody that's trying to supplant you. Right? A wicked woman. So on and so forth.
Definitely.
Yeah.
1 Samuel 21:10. And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, king of Gath. And
So a little background, David is going through it. David is fleeing from King Saul. King Saul wanted to kill David because of jealousy. So the spirit is leading King David to go amongst these Philistines, one of the arch enemies.
And the servants of Achish said to him, Is not this David the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000?
So the king's men is giving him the report of King David. Don't you know this is King David, the mighty king of Israel? You know how many people he didn't murder? You know how many people he didn't kill?
Yeah.
So David lay up these words in his heart, and was so afraid of Achish, the king of Gath.
So it says David lay up these words in his heart. So he was just thinking in his mind, fuck, amongst these Philistines, and they know about me. Mm-hmm. They know I killed the champion of Gath. They know I killed Goliath.
says he changed his behavior before them.
He changed his behavior. So sometimes you're going to be in situations where, you know, it's going to be a little shaky. You're going to have a little fear on you. Not fear to where you don't believe in the Lord, but fear because you don't know what's finna happen. You know, you don't know exactly the outcome of this situation, and it's natural. You know, like I said, we don't push the vibration of being super duper mighty Israelite. There's things that you are faced with where it's like, damn, how do I handle this? And it's not like a fear to where, you know, you're gonna lose your faith and you know, do some wild shit, but fear like, man, Lord willing, I get through this situation and the Lord give me wisdom and that type of fear.
It says, made himself mad through their hands and scrabbled on the doors of the gate and let his spittle fall down upon his beard.
So what David did was he played the fool. He had spit coming down his face. He's scratching the wall. You know, he feigned himself a madman, like he got mental problems. Like he portrayed himself to be plagued in the mind.
Acting retarded.
Yeah.
Then said Achish unto his servants, Lo, you see the man is mad. Wherefore then have you brought him to me?
Yeah. So the king got deceived. Oh man, what are y'all talking about? Well, you see this man, he bugged out of his mind. He crazy. Why did y'all bring him to me?
Have I need of mad men?
Do I need somebody in my presence like this?
That you have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house?
So the point is, they was faced with a particular situation, and he played a fool. And if I'm not mistaken, they end up taking him in and treating him well, right? It ain't that's why it says, when a man ways please the Lord, he even maketh his enemies to be at peace with him.
Because he had to live amongst the Philistines for years. But same King Achish, he had like King David until like he called him an angel.
Yeah. So it's a time and season for everything. It's a time, sometimes you gotta play the fool, man. I done did that at work. I done did that many times. Many times, man. To evade certain things.
Yeah, like my coworkers, they be saying, talking about pork, unclean food. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. You don't want to be Mr. Know-it-all all the time, because that Solomon said, "Why wouldest thou destroy thyself?" Let me find that real quick. Be not overwise.
Yep. Because you may have like some cool co-workers, but they be saying some off shit though. Yeah. So that's how you gotta like humble them.
Where's that at? Be not overwise.
They may be talking about adultery, and you gotta like we know it's wicked. We're not gonna say, "Oh no, that's wicked, brother. That's wicked." Nah, we can do that.
Yeah, these niggas is off the chain. Yeah. Be not over righteous much.
That's like Ecclesiastes. So. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7. Be not righteous over much. Neither make thyself over wise.
Neither make thyself over wise. You don't want to always be the Mr. Know-it-all. Oh, I know this. Oh, I know that. Oh, I saw this already. I know this already. I read that. I seen that. I know this. Oh, nobody can tell me nothing. I seen this already. I know this. You gonna destroy yourself. Ain't nobody gonna want to be around you.
Or the one that's always dropping jewels.
Yeah.
I mean, like truth will come out of us,
right?
Because we man the truth. But you don't want to just be you don't want to just, always just spewing. Like, you don't want to open up your heart to every man.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to sit back, be quiet, hold your mouth, hold your tongue.
He has a wise man who ignores, yet hold up his tongue.
Yeah.
And what I noticed over the years, and watching the videos, is the ones that always have all the right answers, all the precepts, always on time, isn't that? Those would be the most prideful ones.
Yeah.
Most of them fall out.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually pull that one out. Be not over righteous. I mean, not over righteous.
Now, if they ask you an opinion or something, then you can tell them, okay,
then you can bring it out.
you should do it like this, but, you know, then, but if they not asking, you know, that's you, bro.
What was that scripture you just quoted?
Ecclesiastes 7.
No, not that one. You just quoted one.
BS one.
Yeah. Salaki, we gotta find the precepts. Let's see. I know it's over here somewhere.
Hey, just imagine the ancient world, man. We didn't have we couldn't think. You didn't remember a precept. You had to go through
You
the
have to bring out the scrolls, man.
Man, they were waiting, you know.
Yeah. And the scrolls be put up because they was delicate, you know what I'm saying? They don't just be laying around and sit out by the fire or nothing like that.
Sirach 32.
Oh, yeah. This is Sirach chapter 32, verse 8. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in a few words. So, you know, it's good to be straight to the point, you know. But then you have people that you're close with where, you know, you can chop it up with them, you know. I mean, sometimes you can be straight to the point with bros, but sometimes it's like, you know, a brother may want to, you know, have a conversation with you, you know, talk to you, and, you know, because at the end of the day, we all we have. You know, if you a brother that's just short, hey, brother, what's going on? How you doing, bro? You know, how was your weekend? And you good?
Yeah, because you want to open up to brothers, you know? Because,
you know,
you're supposed to do that with niggas of the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You want to open up to, you know, to brothers and stuff. You know?
Really, brothers is one.
Right.
One body. You know, you're the finger. I'm the thumb. We're supposed to be, you know.
Here it is. You on the phone with the brother. Yeah, bro, man. The Lord came through for me, bro. The Lord answered the blessings and all that. You know, Lord, man. I prayed. The Lord heard me through my afflictions. And then here it is. You on the other line. Calm. You know? That'll make the brother be like, all right, bro. I'll holler at you then. Shalom.
You don't want to discourage you. That'll be like discouragement. And sometimes, you know, even sometimes you don't want to talk, you still gotta, brother might need an ear. You gotta make that sacrifice.
Yeah, you giving the brother dry ass calm. Oh. You know? Like this is the habitation of the Lord, man. We're supposed to run into this and be safe. You know? But then again, there is a time where you comprehend much with a few words. Sometimes you may be straight to the point. You know? And we see many examples of that in the truth. So Ecclesiastes 32:8, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in a few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. So there's going to be some things a brother may bring to you that you already know about, you know, or you may send a brother a video or something. You don't want to always be that brother. Oh, I seen that already. Oh, I seen that 2 weeks ago. You know? You be one that knoweth and holdeth his tongue. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. What you see on it? Oh, yeah. You know, the brother may be excited. You know, you don't want to always just blow a brother candle out by saying, oh, that's old. I know that already. Like Solomon said, be not overwise. Why would you destroy yourself? Brothers end up stop fucking with you. And then you'll be talking about I wonder why bros don't be hitting me up. Bros don't be calling me. Bros don't be saying nothing to me. Because when bros talk to you, you got one word replies, you short. Like brothers feel like they bothering you, you know?
You done seen everything.
You done seen everything. Oh, I ain't gonna see him in this video. I'm pretty sure he saw it already.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Kinda.
Yeah, just, you know, you just wanna, you know, just open up, you know.
Scriptures speak about, you know, being brotherly.
Man, the brotherhood, man. It's pleasurable.
And also don't be, you know, don't let your pride hold you. If you see a brother, you know, prosper, you know, doing good, you know, don't let that pride hold you down when you don't want to, praise the brother.
Yeah. Because who else gonna praise the bros, man? You gotta. See, this truth teaches us to be nation-minded. You know, if we in this truth and we don't fuck with these people outside, who's gonna give the brother the pat on the back, man?
Right.
Who's gonna tell the brother, hey man, bro, you look good, man. I see you losing weight, bro. I see you changed your diet, huh? Oh man, that's good, bro. Man, I'm seeing the shine, I'm seeing the glow on you, bro. Hey, bro, you doing good, man. I've been noticing you've been putting in that work. Niggas in the world ain't gonna tell us that, man.
And usually it be flattery and it got an ulterior motive.
Right.
It's different from acknowledging the brothers, progress or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because them demons be like, nah, I don't want to get our brother praise. Because Jake would say like, get off his, get off his
job.
nuts. But now that spirit gotta be cast out.
But it gotta be sincere and honest. And ain't nobody gonna fault you for that.
Proverbs 27, Proverbs 27:2. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth.
The scripture speaking about another man praising you, which really is the Lord doing. And we experience that a lot on the highways and the byways. It be random people come up, hey bro, hey y'all doing a good job, man. Y'all hold strong, man. I've been seeing y'all here for years. I don't never see, unity of, they in the world, so they say words like black community. I don't never see this in the black community, So we receive that praise and we think on it. Okay, so the Lord saying this is holy, the Lord seeing the unity, that brother love.
Because really, that's what these women be doing too. They know you look good. They know you look beautiful way. They see a different transition change in you, and they don't want to admit it. That pride. So you don't want to have that woman spirit in you. If you see a brother, see the brother prospering, he doing good, praise the brother.
Scriptures talk about a time when you was tender and delicate towards our brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, brother Yawakana, Shalom, bro. Put some precepts on here. I think it was going back to a conversation we had, but we can bring that spirit back up. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So I believe this precept he probably put because of what we were speaking about with the Edomites. Scriptures instruct us to be wise as serpents. And the serpent, when you look at the characteristics, another word for character, because we say that a lot, right? Manners, characteristics, Another word for manners and characteristics is your spirit. So when you look at the spirit of a serpent, very low, it's quiet, and he knows when to strike. And a snake can see his prey before his prey sees them. Right. So you got to know who your enemies are. And certain snakes know, okay, that's too big for that. This raccoon, I can't eat that raccoon. It's too big for me. I got to find something else. So you got to know what you're going up against. And like I said, being low, watching your opponent.
And they patient. They'll wait you out. They'll wait you out.
That's the spirit of the serpent. And that's wisdom. Patience is wisdom.
Gradualism.
Watching your enemy, that's wisdom. Esau is called a serpent. He's a serpent on the left-hand side. We can be serpents on the right-hand side. So the Lord is saying, be wise as serpents. So we saw this Edomite pulled up. We saw him there. We knew he was there. We was watching him unconsciously. We doing our thing, but we know the serpent. We know the serpent is right here. But then when he came up here and said his little madness, we discerned, okay, that's an Edomite. That's not a Jake that looked white. It's a fucking Edomite because of the pride. And we ignored it. We abhorred it. So we use, once again, Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So that's another thing. We're sheep in the midst of wolves. Wolves is ready to devour the sheep at all times. Sheep is very docile, they're easy to conquer. Sheep, they need guidance, they need leadership. So we're not the tough guy Israelite. We're not the tough guy. Now, ain't nobody finna just come up here and put their hands on us. Ain't nobody finna come up here and just talk crazy to us. But we are sheep. We're not the wolves. Lord didn't send us out as wolves. He sent us out as sheep, you know? Lowly, docile, you know?
Because that's what these Edomites do. Because the scriptures say that we're to pray.
Yeah.
And sheep is preyed on. So Edomites know that. They know we the lowly, we weak right now.
These niggas is easy to conquer.
Yeah, they know
Easy
that.
prey.
That's why he was like, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah. You
know?
see how you talk, it's like, arrogant and proud. And
Yeah.
like, like you niggas don't know nothing,
Yeah.
Like you dead wrong, man. And it's gonna, Lord wanted the party elect, man. It's gonna be a point in time, man. We're gonna have the next one. Next.
Apostle Ramla, he just did a video this morning.
Yeah.
It said it was entitled "Wait Until the Lord Take Us Off the Loose."
Oh yeah, I see the title.
Yeah, it's
He
gonna
did
be a wrap.
like sit down.
Yeah. I'll listen to the whole thing while I was at the gym. All right, same brother Yawakana 3.0. Make sure I follow this brother. Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. Then said, wisdom is better than strength. And that's right. Because you could be a weak man with wisdom or a strong fool. Who you think gonna live longer? A strong fool, the person that's trusting in his strength and his might, he can make a bad decision going against his enemies, and his enemies just kill him.
Yeah.
Here it is, he in the valley. He not knowing that it's a possibility his enemies is up top. Enemies is shoot arrows at him.
Yeah, right. Dropping things on him.
Throwing rocks on us.
You know what I'm saying?
But a weak, wise man to say, wait a minute, we can't go that way because what if it's people up here that can throw stuff on me? I'm not that strong.
Right.
So I got to find out. You can use wisdom. He may take the long route, which may be grievous on the flesh to do,
But he'll be alive.
He could be alive.
Yep.
Whereas the strong man, he gonna take the shortcut. I'm strong. Anything happen to me, I can fight my way out of it. You relying on your strength. So then said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, a poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. And in this world, if you poor, you ain't got a status, you don't got riches, you don't got fame, anything you say is, people ain't gonna receive it because they're gonna discern. They're gonna discern you off your carnal possessions. Yahweh Shai said your life don't consist of food and raiment and the abundance of things which men have. It's not about what you have, man, because all that shit can be taken.
The Lord deals with the heart, the inward man.
Yeah, the spirit.
The spirit. Like Job, he lost everything. Not a perfect example. Job, he lost everything, but he still had integrity. That's a strong character. One of the masculine trait to have in the Lord. Integrity, masculine, fortitude, mental fortitude. Faith. All those are masculine traits that the Lord loves.
Stamina, he that endures to the end.
So a part of stamina is consistency. You gotta have a pattern of good works. You gotta be consistent in something, man. That's why Paul said, be instant in season and out of season, which is going into all year round. But it's a season where you may not feel good. You still gotta be instant. All right, we don't feel good, but still gotta go do this, man. Whether you feeling good or whether you're not, you still gotta be. Don't look for any excuse to not do the work, man.
You're gonna do that for work. Actual work. But this is the work the Lord took. But your actual job.
Oh man, I had to work an hour extra today, man. I'm gonna do my video tomorrow. You gotta put the truth first. Righteousness delivered from death off the shop, bro. Righteousness delivered from death, man. You see the state and condition of this world crumble. Why would you be fervent for the world seeing this shit crumble? This is the time where you gotta put this truth in the forefront.
Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit now the dead wrath.
Substance, riches, substance. all these different things you got. It's not going to profit you in the day of wrath. Lord will send that death angel.
Yep.
You know, Lord will send that death angel. You can have fortified buildings. You got the cellar down there. You got all these different things. Man, the Lord can touch you, man.
Yep.
Riches and all that stuff will not profit you.
He said, with the perverseness of it says, but righteousness delivers from death. Proverbs 11:4. Which is probably now that they are wrapped, but righteousness delivers from death.
Right? See, it's your righteousness that delivers from death. Because when it's time, for you to be in the judgment seat, the Lord is going to, discern you, man. If you face with a situation, all right, the Lord can, okay, well, what type of man has he been? Just like when you go to court. Because the Lord is the judge, fear him. So you can go to the court, and then if they're able to produce, what is that position of the person that'll come up and have you produce evidence and all that?
The attorneys?
Oh, the attorney, yeah. If you got an attorney or an intercessor, which is Yahweh Shai, if he's able to produce evidence of, all right, yeah, he did this. He went off. Righteous man followed 7 times. Tell the judge that. Right. Righteous man followed 7 times. Judge like, okay, right? Oh, but he also has a pattern of good works. Right. Okay. He's out there on the highways and the byways. He's charitable. He's brotherly. He turned from adultery. He don't do that no more. Nope. He turned from eating unlawful foods.
Yep. He rehearsing the acts.
He be rehearsing the righteous acts. Then the judge would be like, okay. He's exonerated. Yeah. Your righteousness delivered you from death, man. Yep. Because we all fall. You may do something that's worthy,
You gotta do that when you're in prison too.
Yeah.
They take off years of your sentences if you're a good
Yeah. What's another sin unto death other than adultery? Oh, Sabbath. Working on the Sabbath.
Oh yeah. You can't even pick up a stick on the Sabbath.
That's a sin worthy of death.
Yeah.
Right? But then the intercessor is like, well, hey, they in the land of drawing waters, though.
You know what I'm saying?
They in the land of drawing waters, though. Were they subject unto payments?
Yep.
His
ox fell down the ditch.
Oh yeah.
You got it broke down.
Yeah, his car broke down.
You know what I'm saying?
He had a flat on the Sabbath.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's the poor and he's the poor and needy.
Yep.
And then the judge, which is the Heavenly Father, he like, this is just an allegorical on how, it's not that it goes down because man's going to the Lord. Right. The Lord has your whole life mapped out. But when you present it like that, it's easier to understand.
Because you're extrapolating the precepts anyway.
Yeah.
So you can definitely find something to match up with the illustration.
Yeah. So, are we got this again, right?
Proverbs 11:4. Rich is profit now in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death.
So, but righteousness delivered from death, man. It's going to be a lot of death out here in the world, man. Scripture speak about the slain of the Lord shall be many. But the only ones that's going to get delivered out of that are those who have righteousness.
And it said it twice, because when we go to Proverbs 10:2, it says, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death.
Yeah, so Solomon, he kept pushing that vibration. He wanted people to remember that. The reason why you say things back to back because you want it to stick. You want people. You want to remember it, or you want people to remember it.
Yeah, that's an important message.
That's important.
It's not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah. And the repetition is the father of skill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how the law, statutes, and commandments is. Some laws will say the same thing. It may say like some. It may be worded different, but it's still the same message.
Yeah. And some things you got to be said a few times on Jake, man.
Even when
Jake's stiffing that.
Your kid, your parents tell you, don't go through that alley. They keep telling you that every day. Just so it can drill in your head, like, not to. When you see it, nah, I should go there.
Come home before that light go out. That's how it used to be in New York. Street light go out, your ass better be home.
It's true.
Tell you that every night.
Same brother Yahweh 3.0, Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. So what is holy? What is something that we're able to give? Right?
Word is truth.
What are dogs?
Yeah. Truth is nations.
Right? So the thing that we're able to give is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We the poor. I mean, what can we give these people?
Nothing.
The only thing that we have that's holy that we can give someone is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
These riches.
Now, what is a dog? A dog is something that's unclean, unlawful. A dog is brute. You know, if it's not a working dog, he's just off instinct. You know. So that's these people.
Yep.
That's outside the truth. They're like dogs.
Peter said the same thing.
Yeah.
When the paralyzed dude,
See, bitches, see, nigga bitches trying to holler and shit. Go ahead.
the
Moaning.
yeah,
Go ahead.
the paralyzed man, the man that they held at the beautiful gate, he had asked him for some money.
Yeah.
Peter was like, nah, we don't got no money. What we can give you is a word.
Right.
So that was what
We gave you
did.
holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dogs is these nations and 2/3 Jake. So it says, give not that which is holy unto the dogs. And that Edomite was a dog. Neither cast ye your pearls before swine. Now what is pearls? These is allegories that Yahweh was giving. Pearls is the riches, that's your treasures. Why would we give treasures to an unclean pig? Scriptures speak about how you clean a pig and then he goes back, the sow goes back to wallowing in the mire.
Yeah.
Why would we put a pearl necklace on a pig, clean the pig, put a pearl necklace on him, and he's gonna run right back to some dirt? So why would we give this truth to somebody that's not coming out of Christianity? Why would you want to? Here it is, your mom, your grandma, she's been a devout Jehovah Witness 30 plus years.
30 plus years.
She done did the door to door. She done had the little cart. She done been up there. She done did this for 30 years. And you think you finna get her out of that by bringing this truth, which the Lord can do it, but 9 times out of 10, her conscience is seared with a hot iron. She's at the point of no return. So don't cast your pearls before swine. And it says, least they trample them under their feet. Meaning the word will be a stumbling block to them. They will trample it. A stumbling block is something that's, you got a walkway, you got a path, and then somebody puts a stumbling block to where somebody can trip and fall. So here it is, you give somebody that's unclean this truth, they're going to trample it, this truth become a stumbling block to them, boom, right? Because the word, unto the pure, all things are pure, and unto them that are defiled, nothing is pure, even their mind and their heart is defiled. So you get to breaking down the scripts, precept upon precept, that becomes a stumbling block to them. They trample, you're going into words, you're going into etymology, you're going into history. Oh, let me pull this Apocrypha out. They stumbling on all that. So it says, at least they trampled them under their feet and turn again and ran you. So the word would be, they'd be offended, they'd trample over it because it's a stumbling block, and then they'll turn around and then they'll ran you, they'll talk shit about you.
They'll come and use your word against you.
Well, you wear Nikes. I done heard shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, you telling the so-called white man is a devil and all that. Oh, well, but you wearing Levi's though.
See?
You know? Oh, but you work for the so-called white man. So that's them. They done trampled over the truth. And then they turned around and they ran you. They talking shit about you now. Making personal ad hominem attacks.
Yep.
That's the tactic they do if they don't got. They can't defeat you in the scriptures, they'll attack your character.
Yeah. They ran you. They try to tear you apart.
And that's what they do.
That's why y'all ain't got nothing. That's why y'all poor.
Yeah. And y'all need to get a job. Y'all need to get a job.
And that's what the elite do in the world too.
Yeah.
Like obviously this guy, this actor dude didn't do something they wanted. And you see how the full rap of them just came on with a phone call.
Yeah.
They set him up and he just blackballed now.
Yeah.
Blacklisted.
That quick.
That quick. They
He
can
was
do
on with
that.
that creed. He was on.
Yeah, he was on like a month ago, 2 months ago.
But that show you how fast riches.
Yeah, fleeting.
What it
Yeah.
say?
5 ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try. I'm gonna try to find it.
That's why we tell you, Psalm
Yeah.
Apostle Ray Milson, we tell you know, our people that, hey, this world is not for you.
Yeah.
Man. This
Arise
is not
and
your
depart.
rest.
This is not your rest. Come, huh?
No matter how high you get, you're always gonna be brought down low.
Come.
Shall, what is it? Shall fly away. KJV.
It don't matter who you are, how much you got either.
Yeah. Be a prominent actor like Denzel, he can lose everything. If you just do one thing, he did all this good, great
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
but just one thing he could do
Yeah.
to jeopardize his career and his image.
All right.
It says, "Wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings; they fly away as an eagle toward heaven."
So that's what people do. They set their eyes on that which is not. Riches can't save you.
Nope.
They're not gonna save you. Right? And he said what?
It says, "For riches certainly make themselves wings; they fly away as an eagle toward heaven."
Yeah, so what happens is when you got money and you trust in riches and you got substance and all that, the Lord can have something happen to where your riches can be taken away, or you could be in a situation. You could be in a situation where the Lord can have your car break down on you. You need some new tires or something, and you see your money just get up out of there.
Yep.
Get sued by some damn body. Get burglarized, get a house lit, and that money just fly away like a bird. You never see it again. Just never see it again.
Most likely, you're not gonna get all
You
that
know what
back.
I'm
And you're
saying?
not getting it back.
That money's gone.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like thousands.
Yeah.
And it's
What's
gonna
the
take a long. It's easy to lose it and take a long time to accumulate it.
Right.
Take a long time and discipline to accumulate it back.
Yeah, what I said, for your trust in heaven. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. So your riches can be stolen. Your life savings,
Man.
401k,
I was about to say that.
pension plans, all that you labor for can just be taken away from you.
And that's what Esau finna do to y'all, man. Everybody riches is finna fly away. With this new digital system, in order to your finances and the money that you have is gonna fly to this new financial system. You feel me? And if you want it, you gotta go over there.
Yep.
You're gonna have to take that C hit, man.
Yep.
I did that with the Silicon Valley Bank a couple months ago.
Oh yeah,
Like, a couple months ago.
yeah.
People riches just flew away.
Man, out of there. And it was like, oh, we can only give you a certain amount of your money back.
They was fat. They wasn't skinny riches. They
Yeah,
had
yeah,
fat
yeah,
riches up in there.
That's why, like, with me, like, brothers do it too, but, like, I never been the type to have all my money in my bank. Now, put some cash on the side, you know? Because they get to take it.
And what Esau is doing is because people is now taking their money out the banks because they call it a contagion, where when you have one bank collapse,
Right.
you got people that's like,
Yep.
that can happen to my bank.
Yep.
Let me go take $50,000 of my money out, and then let me go put it in the safe at the house. Let me go bury it under a rock. So you got thousands of people doing that to the banks, and what that does is that actually damages the bank even more. That's why Biden had to come out and do the cleanup job. Oh no, the banks is good. Everybody's good. We got the feds, they coming in there. The FDIC, they coming in there. They secured everything. Everything is okay. But people not believing that shit because they're fearful of what happened in 2008. Oh man, I can't be broke. I can't be like these niggas on the street, man, pushing carts. fuck no. I gotta, take my money out. But we read riches is not gonna profit you in the day of wrath. The day of wrath is coming. It's called Jacob's trouble. So these people was doing that, and that's actually weakening other banks. The banks is getting more weaker. So what they're gonna do now is they're gonna say, okay, you motherfuckers want to take your money out. Y'all not trusting in the banks. All right, we're switching to a new financial system.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna reset this whole shit.
They just stabbed up that cash app, dude. Took his idea.
Yeah. That was a damn hit,
That was
man.
a hit.
And they caught him and hit him under the 5th rib, dropped his ass. And the next week they told us, we got this new system coming out. It's like Cash App. Hey, Esau's a gangster, man. Esau don't give a fuck.
That cash app, I use it many times. But I use it many times.
Yeah.
That shit go instant.
Yeah, that's basically how Fed now is gonna work. So you got Cash App. Cash App is linked to your bank account. If I want to send this brother money from my bank, it goes to Cash App. It waits there. Because Cash App was a bank. Okay? Just like the child support system,
Right.
That's a bank. Child support system is a fucking bank. Right? That's not, don't think you just, they take the money out of your check on Monday and then a couple hours later, whoop, straight to the baby mama. It stays there. She eventually gets the money, but what that child support system is, it's a banking system. All right? They got niggas get paid. Some people get paid on Wednesdays, some people get paid on Thursdays, some people get paid on Fridays. They getting deposits from taking people money out of their checks. They getting deposits all day, every day of the week.
Yeah.
So the money stays there. It could be $500 billion in child support just there. That's a bank.
Collecting interest.
Collecting interest. That's a bank. That's why they're not doing that. That's why they ain't doing nothing about that, man. That's their bank. That's their banking system. It's another bank. So Cash App, that was a bank, but they sold it to you as, this is a convenient service. If you want to send somebody money straight to their account instantly, you can use Cash App. It's free. You don't have to pay. Which if you do put in my bank instantly, they take out a certain percentage.
Right.
But if you wait a couple of days, then you don't have to pay. But the point is, Cash App was a bank. That was a bank. The owner of that had billions of dollars at his disposal. You got some people that I'm just leaving. I'm married. Me and my wife, we have joint bank accounts, but I got a side prepaid card that I use, and I put money over here in my Cash App, and I just store it there. She doesn't know about that. So you got people that just have money, just $16,000 just sitting over there in Cash App. Not the little $20 we be having, the $50 we be having. You got people that be having $10,000 just sitting in Cash App. So that's a bank.
Yeah, I think the most you can send like 5,000 a day. That's a lot.
And then banks, they can use fractional reserve banking. So for every $1,000, let me see. For every $1,000, the bank is only responsible for 10% of that, which is $100. So all they gotta do is have that $100 in the account. That's why you can't go to the bank and you go there and you ask for $5,000. They ask you, okay, what are you doing with this money? Oh, do you want cash? Oh, well, how about we just give you a cashier check?
Yeah.
They pressure you about taking your own money out because these banks only be having a certain amount of money. Like a small bank, every week they could probably only have like $80,000, $100,000. Here you come in here, at the Bank of Hope. You come in here, I need $50,000. They're like, nah, hell no, because you taking $50,000 out of this bank. It's Monday. We just got the $100,000. You're messing it up for other people that want to get $5,000 here, $8,000 here, $10,000. You fucking it up.
They know the average person not gonna have that much money.
The banking system is fraud. Let's get James the 5th chapter.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sure.
James 5:1. Go to now, you rich man, weep and howl for your miseries, that shall come upon you.
Misery is this nuclear destruction that's coming. Now the rich man is the banking families, the Oppenheimers and the Rothschilds, all those families. They're the rich men.
It says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten.
Now the riches are corrupted because number one, they've gotten it through rape, rob, murder, pillages. Scripture speak about woe unto him that established a city by blood.
Ill-gotten gain.
Ill-gotten gain, interest.
Yep.
For
Usury, yeah. Yep.
Hella usury. It's corrupted, and the dollar is not backed by anything. It's a Federal Reserve note. It's currency. It's what they call in money that's current right now.
Yeah.
So this shit is fraud, man.
It says and your garments are moth-eaten.
Now, what are they covering? These banking families, they call themselves us. Their covering is moth-eaten. It's getting destroyed. And it's getting destroyed by us exposing them by the truth. So Esau, he can't hide himself. He doesn't have a covering no more. So that's why Esau got to come down with great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. He's saying, oh shit, we're getting identified, we're getting exposed, we're getting uncovered. Fuck.
Yep.
We got to do something. Quick. They finding out.
I have made Esau bare.
Damn. Yeah. These the locks is, because it describes Esau as a girl.
Yeah.
It says her locks is being uncovered. The veil is taken off. The Goldilocks, the hair, that shit is uncovered. The thigh is showing.
Yeah.
Feel me? The feet. This whole woman is getting exposed. And it's by way of the truth. So Esau garments is moth eaten.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Cain tried to hide himself. If anybody find me, they gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So same as the elites. Whoever find out what we're trying to do, our agendas, and who we really are, people gonna eventually don't come up against us, because I got a scripture it talks about a man of wicked devices is hated.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Proverbs 14. Yep, Proverbs 14 and 17. And it reads, he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated.
Yeah.
So that applies to elites. Devices goes to your counsel. You know what you want to do, your agendas and stuff.
Plans, yeah.
Your plans. So Esau has a plan to see if the whole population, and he wants to order out of chaos.
Yeah.
And the average Edomites are making the videos throughout the week. The economists and stuff, they know how to get down. So, they hate, their own kind hate them.
Yep. Satan divided.
Esau, he wanted to kill Jacob.
Yeah.
So it's just in them. It's in them to just backstab each other.
Yeah. Even during the year of the 4 emperors, they was killing each other. Yeah. And they always Edomites.
Yep.
So that's just how Esau is, man. They don't give a fuck about it. If you're in their way, in order to, if you're in their way for them trying to promote their agenda, they will take you out, man.
Yeah. That's why one of the characteristics of Esau in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter is as death and as hell. He cannot be satisfied. So Esau is about oppression and killing people. Esau will kill your ass, man.
Yes, he will. That Edomite, we saying, he'll kill you.
Yeah.
He'll kill you.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the spirit he came in.
But Esau knows shit like, man, if I do it, I can't do it right there. There's cameras watching my license plates. Jake don't think like that. Jake, he's just sliding on somebody. No.
James 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Mm-hmm. You have heaped treasure together for the last days.
Yeah, read that again, bro.
James 5 and 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them...
Canker, like we were saying earlier, the way in which they got it was ill-gotten. So their gold and their silver is canker. But that's why the Lord is going to transfer that wealth to the righteous.
it's not talking about like the actual metal being cankered, because you can always polish it.
Yeah.
You know,
you can put it in a refiner's cup.
And it'll be just as new as you bought it.
Yeah.
It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness.
The rust is the debt, the shit that accumulates over time. Because for gold doesn't tarnish, but it could have certain impurities on it, and that you have to purge off of it by way of fire. All right, and then with silver you have tin, which is a film that goes on top of it. That's like rust or corrosion over time, and so it says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of it. So the shit that accumulated over this money over time, which would be the debt, right? Go ahead.
It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
And that's going into the destruction. So all this debt in Esau's economy is gonna, lead to the destruction of this place. That's how we know we at the end, because Esau's crumbling financial system and him trying to put brushes on it by introducing this MOTB system, that coincides with the end, with destruction.
That's right.
Because Revelation 14:9, it says this. Revelation 14:9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So what did we read? We read that people who worship this power structure ruled by the Edomites, you got NATO, the EU, and America being a part of it, make up this beast, this empire, this scarlet covered red beast, this empire that's ruled by the Edomites. Whoever worshiped the beast, which worship meaning having great respect, admiration, obeisance.
Obeisance, yeah.
You fear it, and his image, because this system is an image of another system,
Rome 2.0,
which is the Roman Empire, and receive his charagma, which is the implantable technology. It says those same individuals, whether men, women, or children, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstones for the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb. So whoever takes this implantable technology, those same individuals is going to get destroyed by the fire, whether by World War III or by the missiles. All right, and Yahushua is going to be sending out, and the angels are going to be sending out laser beams out of the chariots.
That's why it says without mixture, because there's not going to be no mercy mixed with this.
Yeah. It's going to be potent.
It's going to be pure fire. It's going to be
because you might drink some
Jack Daniels, some Grand
some
Marnier,
scotch.
Yeah, some scotch. Yeah.
Some scotch. That shit strong.
Right.
So to take the edge off of it, you may pour,
A jigger.
You pour something in it.
Yeah, a little jigger of wine.
To mix it up.
Lemon twist or something.
Yeah, you might have some, some organic orange juice. Put that in there, like the bro said. Throw a strawberry in there, and then it takes the edge off of it, so it can be a little more satisfying when you drink it. But this ain't none of that.
It's gonna be that kind
this
of
shit
drink.
finna be bitter.
Yeah.
Strong. This is strong drink.
Without mixture.
And you gotta drink all of it and the dregs.
And the dread. And the backwash.
Yeah.
There's certain drinks you can't drink, like moonshine.
And it's gonna be up to you double.
Yeah,
Some of y'all gonna get it double.
Yeah, you have to, and then take another one. Yeah, so whoever take this technology, you can destroy it.
Man.
That's how we know we at the end.
That's right.
Because Yahushua coming is synonymous with people taking this technology in them.
Yeah.
And we seeing Esau in the same way to it. So we at the end. We're in that generation.
Because what else can come after us? We know the kingdom, but as far as like Esau's bullshit.
Yeah, what else he got left?
Like, yeah, what else he got left?
What he got left?
I mean, all his magic and his left-handed power is wearing off.
Yeah.
Esau, he can't deceive no more.
Nope.
You know?
The graphics on movies and games
Yep.
far exceeded. So
Yeah, it's been found out in the sports world that there's secret sports betting that's happening, and all the players are in on it.
Yeah.
You know, all the players is in on it.
fake their injuries.
They fake injuries. You know, you will make more money. This is them speaking amongst themselves, but wicked. You can make more money off this game if you don't score as many points. You know, if you foul out right now, or you know, or if you airball this, you can, you know, you can make a lot of money on the side for this. So a lot of athletes is doing that. So the games is rigged up. Here it is, you watching it. You know, you're a diehard football playing, knowing this shit is just orchestrated. This is planned.
Yeah, I don't even watch basketball anymore. It's whack. Like everything is just
Same.
Everybody play the same. Everybody, like you said, everybody is a carbon copy of one another. It's no difference.
Yeah, everything's been done already.
Yeah, everything's been done already. We seen the
It's
Michael Jordan.
not no new shit.
Ain't none of Michael Jordan not coming.
Nah.
The Lord had those type of spirits come, you know, every.
Yeah.
That's when the Lord was. Well, the Lord through the spiritual demon Satan was making Babylon this golden cup.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, we need some good athletes. We need the LGBT community. We need women's liberation. You know, and this cup that Esau had is can we get Revelation 17:4? In this cup that Esau had, that he's making all the nations drunk off of it. In this cup, it's all kind of wicked shit in it. We're gonna get the precept that we're gonna talk about.
Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
Now this woman is talking about a particular country, which is America. So it was arrayed, right? It had these clothes on, right?
It says, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her.
Okay, so this woman, she was decked with these luxurious garments, right? Jewelry on. And remember, that woman is getting unclothed now. Mm-hmm. For a time, America was beautiful.
Yep.
Oh shit, the heat is. Oh, we can go over there and get business loans. Because it already came out. The woman has already then got exposed. The woman's clothes has already got snatched off. Moabites got incentives to come over here to establish businesses, but they can only establish those businesses in Israelite neighborhoods. They wasn't able to establish businesses in Edomite neighborhoods.
Gosh.
They couldn't do that. If they was gonna come up and set up a business, they had to go to Jake. Your Louisiana fried chicken, your nail shops, your hair salons, your grocery stores,
Liquor stores, yeah.
your liquor stores, your convenience stores, your swap meets, your clothing stores, your little, all that shit. Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, you know, Hagarenes.
And because of Jake's spending power, they made a mint. They got in bed and went off.
So that was the stipulation. When these heathens came, they had to set up little. Now it's different. We talking about when the woman was arrayed and you know, when she was beautiful.
Heyday, in her heyday.
In her heyday, when it was cracking here in Babylon. But now these heathens is going to their own country now. You know? So during that time, Moab was able to do that, and it came out that they couldn't go to these Edomite lands. You know, over here in LA, we call it Basra. You know, you got Hancock Park, small hats, nothing but small hats. Brentwood, small hats. These, what Esau was blessed with, the fatness of the land, the beautiful places of LA.
Yep.
You know, the Hollywood Hills, Bel Air,
Yep. Melrose and
Melrose, and
Yep.
those areas.
Yep.
It's different now, you know. Esau done made it a melting pot now, but before Moab couldn't go to these different Edomite areas to do that. So now it's coming out that this woman is no longer beautiful because now she got so much debt. She done laid down with all these different kings of the earth.
Whoredoms.
You know? And then on the carnal level, the streets is fucked up. It's potholes all up and down. The infrastructure is bad.
And that's spiritual how it's compared to a woman. Because, woman, they hit a wall.
Yeah.
That's what America is doing now. They hit that wall.
Yeah.
So it's not beautiful. The woman is not beautiful no more.
Yeah, she an old hoe.
She
She's
in
an
menopause
old ass
right
hoe.
now.
Yep.
You know?
Foul,
Yep. Yeah, she got wrinkles. The potholes, the infrastructure, the worm is spread underneath.
Man.
You know, what else?
she don't got her eggs. She can't.
She hit menopause.
Yeah, she can't reproduce.
Oh, menopause would be her, like how you said, ain't sports ain't all that no more.
Yeah,
The games,
yeah.
PlayStation games ain't all that no more. You know, she didn't experience menopause. She
Yeah.
can't even have children no more.
Yeah.
Nothing's new coming out of this one.
No new ideas, right.
You know, no new ideas coming out of this place. We spoke about the infrastructure, the cost of living. Everybody's suffering from high credit card utilization. To buy a car is ridiculous. To buy a house is ridiculous. The interest rates, all these different things is turning this woman from being beautiful to some old ass hoe. That old ass hag white Edomite hoe.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to deal with this woman. But let's get that cut, bro.
It says, having a golden cup in her hand.
So this parabolic. So this woman got this cup. She thinks she the shit. She got this cup in her hand. You know, she at the bar. She got this cup in the hand, and all the men that's at the bar is these nations: Japan, Korea, China, Iran, Iraq, all these different countries, right? Go ahead.
It says, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
So in this cup, it's filled up with different abominations. Like I said, women's liberty, LGBT, democracy, the religions, free will, so-called equality.
All the cultures.
All the cultures, yeah.
Different cultures.
The financial system, the dollar. So what she does is she goes to all her lovers, all these nations, have him drink.
Yeah.
And if she don't drink, she got a sword right here by the fifth rib, you know? Go to the Saudis. go to Ham.
Yeah.
Go to Moab. Go to Ammon. Go to Ishmael. She forces this drink on them.
Yeah, that's why they still in power, because they military.
Yeah. So these nations have drunk of that, meaning
It's cracking.
It's cracking.
it's cracking down there. That's probably why the Lord had us come over here.
Yeah, it's cracking.
You don't want that nigga working max. These nations have drunk of it, meaning they accepted it. They all laid down with this woman. They all drunk from this woman's cup. They accepted it. They allowed the shit happen. But now they're mad.
Yeah.
They seeing, damn, this shit, we can't even get women now. We didn't allow feminism over here. We didn't allow the LGBT over here. I can't even get a woman now.
Yeah.
Oh, these bitches is turned up now. Oh, we got dead. They didn't got done. They didn't got an STI from this woman, man.
Because it said wine with fornication, right?
Yeah.
Even with wine, if you drink, it must be bitter.
Yeah.
Somebody broke shit. Man,
That vent, who knows? Now I think about it. They used to come out to
but yeah, the Lord had to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wine, because wine is bitter, right?
Yeah.
So the ways of America now is bitter
Yeah.
to this heat.
Yeah, that's why it's embargo. Bitter. Yeah, because the scripts say wine maketh the heart merry. So when you first start drinking, you know, you drinking, it feel good, you like it, but then over time, when the pleasure goes, it gets bitter. You know, when you start having problems and shit, you know, you like, man, that drink can destroy you. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. That drink can destroy you, and that's what these nations are seeing. So now what these nations is doing, they saying, look, we don't want to deal with that woman no more. How about we go and do our own thing? You know? How about we go and do our own thing, and we go and we figure it out, and we not deal with this woman no more? You know? That's BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
We had the European Union. Britain exiting out the Union.
Yeah, Brexit. Yeah. So you got these nations. You got Russia, which Russia isn't a part of NATO, the EU, or America. You know, the Lord just set them up just to bring destruction on them. But Russia, like, look, y'all come fuck with me. Look at my weapons. I got the Sarmat missile. You know,
Satan.
I got Satan too. Got Moab. Oh yeah, you know, I got my own financial system. You come deal with me. And then now the woman is getting jealous.
Yep.
America is getting jealous because all her lovers is now dealing with this new guy on the block, and the new guy, he young, he mighty,
stud.
He got weapons on him.
You know what I'm saying?
He untouchable. He got leagues and allies with your old enemies. So that's what's happening right now.
Because that's the biggest country in the world is Russia.
Yeah.
And it's 6.6 million people.
Yeah.
So that's it's spiritual that the Lord have Russia come up against America. Since they're the biggest country in the world.
That's the Medes. You read about the Medes in Isaiah 13? Yeah. Is it any more else?
That was the I got a piece of.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
That links up with what we just read in Revelation 17:4. So that shows you that Jeremiah 51, Jeremiah 50 is talking about Babylon. Now it does go in and out. Some passages is talking about ancient Babylon, but for the most part it's talking about here.
That made all the earth drunken.
All the earth, all these countries have drunken. They saw this Western culture. They patterned their movies after America. The trends, like we always say, it's KFC, McDonald's. They over there drinking Pepsi, drinking Coca-Cola. They got the 2 shot. They had C19 over there. You know?
It says, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, these nations is mad, man. They seeing all this wicked shit going on over there, and they trying to go back to them old ways. One of which is Uganda. They said, look, if we catch any of you motherfuckers doing that, y'all get put down. And America came in there, like Apostle R said, America came in there with the wine of her fornication, which was a check for 60 billion, million, one of those numbers, trying to give them, because what it say, a gift destroyed the heart. You know? So they tried to give them a gift to pervert judgment. It's, oh my gosh, it's all in the scripts, man.
All in the scripts, bro.
You know what I said, bro?
Yeah, like 5
Yeah. So Kamala Harris, she came with the gift out of the bosom. She came like this.
Bam.
You know, so they could pervert judgment, which is allowing the alphabet community to thrive over there.
Yeah, we're not having that.
It's all in the scripts.
To pervert judgment.
Man.
It's crazy.
And then Biden, he came out and said, I don't know if he's talking that language now, but he said, oh yeah, if they don't do that, they're going to be met with strict
embargoes or something?
Repercussions.
Oh, repercussions.
This is Proverbs 17:23. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of
Oh
judgment.
man! So she came over there with that damn woman's business suit, had that damn check right there,
Yeah,
pulled that shit out of the bosom.
Inner breast
Yeah,
pocket.
here go
there.
$20. That's what niggas do at the club.
You know?
When a nigga want to get in the club, he go to the bouncer and say, "You go $50." And he take the $50 and he
Cuff
pull
it.
that thing. Let you
That's what he
in.
tried to pull, huh?
And pervert
The
judgment.
bouncers
Man.
get the money, man.
Yeah, man.
Especially if it's a high-end club.
Yeah.
Uganda ain't going for that. Though.
Oh no.
Man,
Because
man.
these next, like the brother Red and all,
Yeah,
like
they
Jeremiah
doing it old
51,
ways.
They mad like
Yeah.
they just saw this shit like, no, we not having that shit over here.
Nah.
We'll just be broke. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because those people, they wicked, man. You know, you just when you go around them, like when the Lord said that's an abomination. When you see them and you be around them, you may be at the health food store or something. You know, they in there, they right behind you. You just feel like y'all motherfuckers disgusting. You know?
Yeah, it's this one Edomite. He a mole, man. He walk like a woman and shit. Like
Yeah.
he's starting to look like one. I'm like, wow. You know?
Yeah.
And it's you know, I don't want to say it, but the F word, boyfriend, just got a nose ring and shit.
Yeah. It's just you just feel like
Got a little mustache. The dude that the Edomite that's walking, that's comparing himself to be a woman. He still got a little stash on his chin, like.
you know which ones are the worst ones? When it be two men and they both got a rough look, like
Yeah,
a beard.
Yeah.
Y'all nasty, man. Long hair, but they look dirty. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know which ones I'm talking about, right?
Hell yeah.
Them is the most just disgusting.
Man,
Yeah, I hate when they try to look masculine and shit. 'Cause
that's crazy.
when women see that, now they gonna think like he don't talk to me because he probably F word, you know. Psalms 12:8, the wicked walk on every side when the violent men are exalted.
Yeah, the wicked walk on every side. So, in this system, Esau gives these people rights, man. They're able to do whatever the hell they want. They walk on every side. You know, they got liberty. You know, they got parades. They do whatever the fuck they want to do.
You can't even call them what they really are.
Yeah.
Here it is, I'm calling you what you really are, but you get offended with it. You know? That's stupid.
They're walking on every side, man. They got a hedge of protection.
Yeah.
They got freedom to, you know.
Proverbs 17:15. He that justify the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, either they both are abomination to the Lord.
Yeah, that's called perverting judgment. You know,
Woe unto them to call evil
flipping
good,
shit upside down.
good evil, yo.
And you know what happened in Isaiah the 3rd chapter? Jake was perverting shit. See Isaiah, Micah 3rd chapter 2, and Isaiah the 3rd chapter. The Lord was taking the judges away in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, and shit was ass backwards. Women and children was oppressing men. You know, the roles was just ass backwards. Women was out there wearing all they shit, walking and missing as they go. And then guess what? The men got destroyed in the wars, and the woman got humbled. They was sitting on the ground. The Lord was taking their hair and shit away, and then it was a reproach.
Yeah, Isaiah 3rd chapter is really playing this fake today.
Right. Yeah. Most definitely.
Walking, like you said, walking, missing as low, they stretch forth necks, they prideful.
And I read the commentary on that Isaiah 3rd chapter. It said that women did that to get attention. They wore like ankle shit, anklets and shit that made noise, bracelets,
Tingling of the
they did that to get men attention. And then when the men would look, they'd be haughty. Same thing today, bro.
Today, yup.
Same thing today.
Same thing. Nothing new.
That's how you know that's illegal.
Yeah,
Cause these, when you see Kayleys and shit like that, these young Edomite women, they don't be wearing jewelry and shit like that.
yeah, that's true.
They wear dirty ass Air Force Ones, some booty shorts, a tank top, maybe a hat, big hat, some purse. They don't wear what Isaiah described in Isaiah the 3rd chapter.
Yeah, that's not
The
them.
changeable suits of apparel. That was fashion. The bracelets, the nose jewels, the scarves, the bonnets, the glasses.
And Eve do that today.
Yeah,
nigga won't
nigga
wear-
one right there.
See?
Making a tinkling as he go. That's an old hoe.
Yeah.
The worst one. Old ass hoe.
Yeah, we was talking about Marley. She was walking past as he was bringing that up. That was the spirit.
Yeah, we got like 5 years.
What goes Isaiah 3 or what?
Yeah. So you start from the top.
Isaiah 3:1. But behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff.
Now, all right. So, Isaiah, he was a prophet during the time of the kings. He was King Hezekiah advisor. He was a prophet. So, it started this chapter off by saying, the Lord does take away from Judah and Jerusalem the stay and the staff. Now, old man, right? After you get a certain age, he used a cane to get around, staff to get around. So that's his support system. You know, he leans on a staff because he's older in age, you know. So the Lord snatched that away from him.
He did.
You feel me? Yeah. The old man, he used this. This is how he gets around, you know. So the Lord took the staff away. That's his support. So now, you know, he's fragile. He's easy to be broken. You know? So we're gonna read what happens when the Lord took our comfort away.
It says the whole stay of bread.
The whole stay of bread, your support, your food system, your food support system. That's your famine.
Yep. And the whole stay of water.
And your whole stay of water.
Which
No
you-
food, no water, no support system.
Things you need to live.
Yeah, important things for you to thrive. The Lord is basically going to destroy the economy and the rulership of Jacob.
It says the mighty man.
Mighty men, your men of war. You don't have men of war now.
Nope.
And these are vital for a healthy government, a healthy running society. You need mighty men. You ain't nothing without a military.
That's what happened. What was that community called? It was thriving in the 1930s.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Blackwater.
Yeah, that's it.
We didn't have that.
Yeah.
We was prosperous, but we didn't have
No military, no mighty men.
That's why Esau
Yeah.
was able to come in.
And that's why Esau is able to do all this wild shit in the world because he's blessed with the sword. He got the mighty man. He got the missiles, you know, all this shit that he does. But
It says the mighty man and the man of war,
the man of war, you need these things. Go ahead.
the judge
The judge, you need a person to establish righteous judgment.
and the prophet.
And a prophet. No prophets, no seers. No one to tell you what's going to come to pass. You know, to warn you. You know, to let you know. You know what the Lord dislikes and pleasure in. The Lord took that away.
It says in the prudent.
And the prudent, the wise man. People that tell you, hey, look, you got to do this, you got to do that. This is what you need to do in order to get, you know, right with the Lord. We can't be doing this. We got to, you know, we got to take away that. Individuals that knew the law, the statutes, and commandments. You need those individuals.
It says in the ancient.
In the ancient, you need the old. You need the old men to tell you about the generations of old. They tell you about the mighty works that the Lord did many generations before. Certain wisdom gets passed down through the ancient. You know, remember in the wilderness, once Joshua got in the homeland, it said that the Lord had to teach the new generation war because they didn't know about the mighty works that the Lord did. The Lord took away the ancients.
says the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the
You need you need counselors. You got certain ranks in the military. Go ahead.
it says and the cunning artificer.
You need people that know how to build, know how to make shit. You know, certain craftsmen. You need blacksmiths. You need craftsmen. You need blacksmiths. You need potters. You need like today, construction workers, masons. You know, people that build things. You need those things. Go ahead.
It says in the eloquent orator.
The eloquent orator, a person that come out and go and break the history down to you like Stephen was.
Yep.
He was like an orator. He was saying he went into the history, and you know it was with flavor, it was with power, and they was jealous of Stephen, and they killed him. Off going into the history, man. They was jealous of him.
It says and I will give the children to their and I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
Lord turn shit ass backwards, man. Yeah, people, a babe is someone that's insignificant, person that don't know right from wrong, don't know how to govern things. A babe coming in there just changing shit up. It's a whole new way now. Unskillful. Yeah. Don't know the history.
Inexperienced.
Just like Rehoboam.
Oh yeah. Man, perfect.
He came in. He was like, "Look, I'm not dealing with them niggas. My father had. I'm not dealing with them. I'm rolling with my homeboys that I grew up with." That's basically what happened.
Yeah. And the people shall be oppressed.
Yeah. So without the essentials to govern a society, you have disorder. So that's what Esau did to Jacob. You know, he took, which was the Lord. He took the vital things we need for a nation to thrive, and just gave us jobs. It's made us servants. That's it.
It says, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
Yeah, so you have rebellion, children bucking up against old people.
Still
no respect for the elders.
You old ass,
You don't know nothing, you old.
Yeah,
We the new kids on the block.
And the base against the honor.
The base, people that's on the low level was against the honorable. Like during the time of Moses, Corey, Nathan and Abiram.
Yeah.
Here it is, they going up against Moses. Here it is, Moses. Lord been dealing with Moses since he was born. Lord been dealing with Moses since he was born, since he was put in that basket.
Yeah.
And here it is. The Lord dealing with us now. Lord, we got the new leadership now. Aaron, Miriam, Moses, y'all get out of the way. Lord dealing with us now.
It sound like them fallouts.
Yeah. So the base against the honorable.
When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, "Thou hast clothing."
So now it's saying a man go to his brother in the house and say, "Thou hast clothing." Clothing, what is clothing? Clothing is wisdom.
Yep.
So you have people looking for a man that has some understanding, because you got base against the honorable, you got the kids ruling over their parents, you got a lot of disorder, leadership and all that stuff is taken away. So you got a man looking, hey, man, you got clothing? I mean, it's parabolic. It's parabolic, but do you got wisdom?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, "Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler."
Be our ruler. You got wisdom? You know about the law and stuff? You know how to get things back in order? Be our leader. What?
And let this ruin be under thy hand.
Ruin. Let this ruin be under thy hand. Get this shit in order for us.
And that day shall he swear, saying, "I will not be a healer."
He said, "I will not be a healer." What heals you? The word. He said, "Look, fuck that. I will not be a healer, man."
That comes with
responsibility. Yeah.
Jake not willing to do that.
Oh, and he that departed from iniquity maketh himself a prey. So anybody that wasn't down with the rebellion in the upside world that tried to come out to be the healer, he was going to make himself a prey. They would have killed him.
But in my house is neither bread nor clothing.
Look, I don't got it. I don't got it for you.
Make me not a ruler of the people.
Yeah, he's not saying, oh, I don't got no food in here. It's parabolic. The bread, what is it? The bread of life, the wisdom, the clothing. I put on righteousness and it clothed me. You know? He's saying, look, I don't got it. I don't got it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Right. That's Jake coming. Hey, what should we do about this, man? It's just all kind of chaos and rebellion. I don't know. Don't make me no ruler.
For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen.
Yes. The southern kingdom was turned up.
Because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord.
Yeah, so they was clean contrary to righteousness. So the Lord brought judgment
to provoke the eyes of his glory. To show that countenance doth witness against them.
The show on their face doth witness against them. So you can see on these people's faces, on their countenances, right? Well,
it says, and they declare their sin as Sodom.
So they was open with it.
Mm-hmm. No shame.
No shame, just like we see now.
Mm-hmm. Shameless. Yep.
They wasn't even hiding it no more. Yeah, exactly. They were just all out with it. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. The show on their countenance does witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom.
It says in Zephaniah 3:5 that the unjust doeth no shame.
Yeah. So they was bold. They was open with it.
Yeah. So it says, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto
Woe unto the death and destruction. They didn't reward evil to themselves.
Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with them.
Say ye to the righteous, it shall be well with them, because the Lord always had a remnant. You know?
For they shall eat the fruit of their doings.
Going back to what we were saying earlier, the fruit of their doings. The stuff that grew on their tree, they're going to eat of it. The tree may be known by its fruit. A good tree bringing forth good fruit. If a good tree eat of the fruit that is yield forth from it, they're going to receive a reward for it. That what a man soweth is that what he shall reap. So those who was righteous, they're going to eat of the righteousness. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Woe unto the wicked.
Woe unto the wicked.
It shall be ill with him.
It shall be ill with them. These people that was wicked is going to be ill with them.
They can be prosperous for a moment, but eventually the Lord will bring that hammer down. Yep. Judgment.
Couple more verses.
For the reward of his hand shall be given him.
And whatever he done, it's going to be given. It's going to be brought back to him.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah, so things was flipped upside down, ass backwards. Now we do also apply that to Esau, which Esau is like a child. He's without rebuke.
Right.
You know, he's doing things according to what he think is right. But as you read in the above verses, you had a lot of disorder and things wasn't in unison with the righteousness. So men, they were getting oppressed by women. They were getting oppressed by children.
It says, "O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way that I pass."
Yeah, so women was leading things, and then it goes into how these women was out of order. You know?
Yeah, Isaiah 3rd chapter, the whole chapter.
Yeah. That chapter is a great chapter.
It really talks about what's going on right now.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that. Lord willing, you are edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles, great millstone that taught us the truth. Shalom, while Bible Ball.